Why aren't we taught about taxes, or how to buy your own or first house, or how to even start a business? We are left to figure it out all by ourselves, spending endless hours studying for random subjects which don't interest us and that won't even help us in our future. Why is it that we don't get told about what our lives really depend on? Don't worry, because in this video I'm going to be giving you 10 life lessons that your school education system has failed to teach you. First of all, the importance of assets and liabilities. This book was what taught me about assets and liabilities. An asset is something that will grow in value and that will put more money into your pocket as time goes on, whilst a liability is something that will take money out of your pocket. An example of an asset is a property. Now, this could not be your own property because your own property is taking money out of your pocket because you're paying the mortgage or you're paying the rent. But if, for example, you're a property investor and you have a house and you rent it out, that house that you're renting out to your tenants is bringing money into your pocket every single month from the rent. That is an example of an asset. Another example of an asset is gold, because you can buy gold and the gold will grow in value. According to the economy, according to what is going on in the economy, the gold will grow in value, and then after a few years, maybe you can sell it and you're going to make money off of it. You are not constantly paying it off, you are gaining capital from it. Whilst an example of a liability is a car. Obviously there's exceptions, but a normal average car you're going to buy and it's not going to do anything but take money out of your pocket. You're going to have to pay the MOT, you're going to have to pay for petrol, you're going to have to pay for maintenance. You're not going to make a profit when you sell it because it's just going to lose value the more you drive it, the more you use it. My second lesson is developing the right mindset. So school doesn't teach you that you have to have a certain mindset to achieve certain things. They just tell you, oh, believe in yourself. You have to develop an action mindset. The difference between just a normal positive mindset and an action mindset is that an action mindset actually makes you do things. So let's say, for example, you have an idea to start a business. With an action mindset, you are going to take the actions, take the steps to actually start the business. With just a mindset, believe and you can achieve, you're never actually going to achieve it because you just believing you can achieve it isn't going to do anything. You actually have to put it into action. If you want to develop a new skill, you can't just think about developing this new skill. You actually have to start doing the skill. If you want to get better grades in your exams, in your GCSEs, in your A-levels, then you have to study for it. You have to put in the action, put in the work, study for it. Belief and action come together. If you don't believe, you won't get onto the action part. But if you believe and you do the action, you will achieve. My third lesson is the importance of a good morning routine. In the morning, if we create a healthy habit routine, then it will not only start our day much more positively, it will also get us to go straight into being productive. If we put our mind in that state that we're waking up and we're being productive straight away, it's going to be much more likely that you're going to stay productive throughout your day. Because, for example, waking up early could be the difference between you getting all of your work done or you getting only half of your work done. Part of a really good morning routine that you should implement in your morning routine is stretching, meditation, exercise, reading a book. Why do you think all these billionaires and millionaires have these specific morning routines that they do? This is because they are so important and vital to be able to maximize how much time you have in a day and also just start the day on a positive and good note to keep that motivation and productivity throughout the day. My next point is investing into yourself. Part of investing into yourself is being mindful, having that positive mindset, meditating, making sure you spend time with yourself and you appreciate and you're grateful for what you have. If you do not invest in yourself and your health, you won't be able to achieve the things you want to achieve. If you become sick or if you're just not in the right mindset, you're not going to be able to achieve what you want to achieve because your health, you yourself will be bringing yourself down. My fifth lesson is read books. but not just any books. Read the right books. Here on the screen, I'll put some examples of all the books that I recommend to read if you want to get into self-development, business. These are ones that I really recommend for beginners. School teaches us that it's important to read books. And yes, I do agree, it is very important to read books. But school is not necessarily guiding us to read the correct books, because we could just spend our whole life reading storybooks. But what is that really bringing to our life? How worthy is that in contributing to our future? We need to read books that will develop us further, that we will learn something from. Every time you read a book, you should make sure that you are learning something every time you read a book. And you could still read storybooks, because I think that reading books in general is much better than spending time on TikTok or scrolling on your phone. But make sure that you have a variety of books you read. Really focus on books that you will learn something from. So self-development books, business books. After you read a book, you should be able to implement something in your life from that book. My dad always repeats to me the same quote. All leaders are readers, but not all readers are leaders. So I've gone on and on about having these healthy habits, having this good morning routine, doing this and that, but how do you actually build a healthy habit? This is where this book comes in, Atomic Habits. If you don't read a lot of self-development books, this is a really good one to start at. It literally outlines exactly how to get rid of old habits, introduce new habits. My main thing that I've learned about how to build healthy habits is to be consistent and to be disciplined. The 7th lesson is how to cook simple and nutritious meals. So obviously we've all learned about have a balanced plate, carbs, protein, fats, but we don't actually get taught how to cook these nutritious meals. It's really important that we take care of what we put into our body. You may think, oh, it's just something I'm putting into our body, oh, it's just a chocolate bar. It might be a chocolate bar in the moment. All of the fast food, all of the chocolate, all of the sweets, all of the anything that's not really healthy, compound that over time and you'll see why so much people develop diseases, so much people develop these problems with their health. It's all to do with your diet. Some might be to do with genetics. I'm not going to say anything else further on that. I'd say like 70% of all illnesses are because of people's diets. My 8th lesson is desire and belief in yourself. So I've just read this book, Think and Grow Rich, which is really good for developing that mindset to get whatever you want, basically. Make as much money as you want, do whatever you want. And it really explicitly says that you need to have desire. Without desire, you're not going to achieve anything. Because if you don't have desire, someone's going to come to you and say, oh, you can't do that. And straight away you're just going to be like, okay, I can't do that, let's move on, let's not do that anymore. You have to have the desire to achieve what you want to achieve. If you have the desire that you're going to create a business, that you're going to do this, and somebody comes to you and you have the willpower to say, no, I'm going to do this. I have the desire to do this. I know this will work out for me and I know that I'm going to achieve this in my lifetime. To pair the desire with the action mindset and you will literally achieve everything that you want to achieve. My 9th lesson is the importance of networking and making connections. It's all good to make friends, have all these good friendship groups, but also make sure you network so that when you get to certain parts of your life, you're going to have all these good connections. Let's say you make friends with somebody who wants to be a lawyer. You're going to have these connections to a lawyer that will help you when you're older, or maybe you have connections to getting into a certain university that you want to get to, or maybe you have connections with a certain job role you want to get into. But it's really important to network and to make sure you pick the people correctly that you want to be associated with. Also, we are the average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with. My last one is the employee mindset. So school teaches us to become just another part of a clog within a big machine. This clog is an employee. You are being taught throughout your school life and throughout your education system how to become an employee. And you can't argue this with me because that is literally what the education system is made to do. It's made to form you into employees, to just become another one of these clogs in these big machines. What we need to put in our minds is that we don't want to be a clog in this machine. We want to create the machine. We want to be the creator of the machine and employ people to be our clogs. If you want to become a leader, if you want to become a business owner, if you want to become successful within life, you need to learn that You can't just become another one of these clogs. You can't just follow what the rest of society is going to do. You have to be out of the ordinary, and you have to look at the bigger picture and see what you can do to improve the world. See how you can have a big impact on this world, and don't just become another one of the clogs. Be the creator of the whole machine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and stay tuned for videos every Monday at 4 p.m. Please like and comment in the comments down below any improvements that you think I should make to my videos. And yeah, have a good day, guys.